Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. I hope you had a good week. I want to talk about the Jets game tomorrow against the Carolina Panthers. The game is at MetLife Stadium, so the Jets have a home game. But of course, it'll be half filled with Panther fans. Even though there's not many Panther fans on the earth, somehow the stadium will be half Panther fans because nobody wants to go see the Jets play football. Um, Tomorrow's game is a little bit interesting for me. I remember when the schedule came out. And I was looking at the schedule, and none of us thought the Jets were going to be. I was kind of hoping they could maybe eke out 7, 8 wins, maybe, and sneak into a playoff spot with Justin Fields. I never thought Fields was that good, but I thought maybe if Brees Hall and they really did what they said they were going to do, run the ball, and he can just kind of manage a game and be halfway decent, maybe they can eke out some wins. I didn't think so, but I was obviously hoping as a Jet fan. Um, but it's not hasn't been like that so far this year. And tomorrow, I don't know. This game, like I say, is kind of interesting because both teams are very similar. They are very good run teams. They're not very good pass team. The Panthers are statistically a little bit better in the pass game. Jets are ranked 32nd in the pass offense. You can't get any worse since there's 32 teams, and when you're 32nd, you're the last team. So the Panthers are a little bit better than that. The defenses are very similar. Panthers have been playing really good ball lately. I think in their last couple of games, they beat Dallas last week, and I think it was Miami before that or something like that. They've allowed something like 35 yards rushing or 32 or something like that. So their defense is very good against the rush. The Jets are a good rushing team. So we'll have to see how that works out. And the pass games are, like I say, the Jets are the worst in the NFL. Their pass. Look at last week's game against the Broncos. I mean, negative net yardage, and even if you remove the negative net yardage, you had 45 yards passing. He didn't have a chance to pad his stats last week because the game was close. If the Broncos were beating their ass by the fourth quarter, he would have got a touchdown, maybe a couple hundred yards, but he didn't get that chance last week because there was no garbage time. So that being said, like I say, the defenses are close. Offenses are not so close. Panthers' offense is better. Their rushing game is a tad bit better than the Jets. They average more rush yards per game than the Jets, but the defenses are very similar to stopping the run. So it's good. Like I say, when I saw this game on the schedule, I was like, well, here's a win for the Jets because last year the Panthers were really just abysmal team. They're like the worst team in football. So you look at that, and during when the schedule came on, you say, okay, well, this should be a win for us. Now you look at it as the Jets are 0-6, and the Panthers are kind of up and coming a little bit. They've kind of found their way. They're more of a running team, starting to throw the ball a little bit more, and they're 3-3. So they're actually fighting for something. They're playing for something. The Jets players are playing for nothing. You can see it in their faces and the way they're on the sideline. They're just going through the motions at this point. Um, Also, we have Garrett Wilson out tomorrow. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. That hurts because whatever little passing game they do have, he's it. Maybe they can get some younger guys in there and see what they can do. They're talking about Alan Lazard. Maybe he doesn't excite me at all. The guy stinks. He stunk as a Jet since he's been on the team. But he was one of Aaron Rodgers' buddies. But he's somehow left over. He's nothing to look at. Like he's going to be a threat to anyone. That's going to hurt the Jets. I mean, that's going to hurt the Jets. And something else I think is going to hurt them too is all this trade talk that's been going on this past week. And I know it's probably just rumors and shit, but you hear rumors that Brees Hall wants out or the Jets are thinking about trading him. I can't see a guy coming into a game and just going balls to the wall if any of this is true, in the back of his mind, he's going, "Well, these guys want to fucking trade me anyway. What am I doing? Am I just gonna give a good show for the next team that wants me? I don't understand. This team is in such a mess right now. Aaron Glenn goes in front of the media and he just almost embarrasses himself. He talks down to the media like he's Vince Lombardi or something. This guy, he's not. He hasn't won a game in the NFL yet, but yet he goes into the New York media. I think is starting to get into his head a little bit. They ask him about benching Fields, and he acts like a jerk about it. which any high school coach would have benched this guy already. He should be benched now. There's no reason to play him anymore. Play Tyrod Taylor, and if Taylor doesn't do it, whatever rookie we have, I can't even remember his name, put him in there. Justin Fields is a backup quarterback. So I can just see this game being a boring, uh, uneventful, not very exciting game to watch. But unfortunately, I think the Jets are going to lose this game again. I don't think they can win. I don't think they can beat anybody at this point. I'm wondering if they can even eke out 2 wins in this season. They're just that bad. Last week, the defense played good enough to win, I guess, but the offense couldn't move the ball 10 yards to get a field goal to win the game. Um, I think it's just going to be more of the same. You know, the Panthers don't have the defense that the Broncos have, but the Jets offense can't do anything right at all. They're just absolutely fucking terrible. I could see the Jets losing this game 24-10, maybe 24-17, maybe. That's assuming that there's a garbage time, maybe touchdown, or if the Jets can keep it close, maybe they'll get one and make it interesting. But I don't think the Jets can win this game. So if I have to predict, I'll probably say 24-17, 24-14, somewhere in that area. But the Jets will drop to 0-7. And Aaron Glenn can get on the podium and tell everybody how hard they tried and how good they're getting. And, it's a big ship to turn. My friend, you got the Titanic. You ain't turning it, brother. You're sinking it. That's what you're doing. Because your coaching stinks. You have no leadership over this team. They're starting to disrespect him. You can tell they're arguing with him. Even Garrett Wilson was jawing at him last week at halftime because of that halftime debacle. They just let 30 seconds run out of the game, and boom, it's over. The halftime, they don't even try. So you're going to start losing the locker room with trade talks and all the media starting to get in there, get to them. And it's just an ugly situation to me, getting uglier. But anyway, that's my prediction for the game. I don't think the Jets can win this ball game. I don't think at this point, I don't know if they can beat anybody. But let's see what happens. And if you waste your time watching the game tomorrow, I feel sorry for you. I'll probably watch some of it. I don't know that I'm going to waste my whole Sunday, unless it's a shitty day here where I live. Maybe it's going to rain all day. Then I'll be forced to watch the Jets. But other than that, I might watch a little bit of it and go do something else, and then I'll catch up later on because they're not really worth wasting a whole day watching this football team. So, but anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. We'll watch the game, see how they do. But I just predict another disappointing Jets embarrassing loss. So you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.